From the Detroit Free Press, it's Thursday, November 14th. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
I'm Paul Egan reporting for the Detroit Free Press. Michigan motorists finally got some good news Wednesday about their auto insurance premiums. A no-fault fee that makes up a big portion of the insurance bill is dropping 55% for some drivers, and it's disappearing entirely for others starting next July. The changes are a result of the auto insurance reform law passed in the spring. Motorists who want to keep unlimited medical coverage will see their fee drop to $100 per vehicle from $220 now. Those who opt for lower medical coverage will pay no catastrophic claims fee. It's still too early to say how any driver's overall insurance bill will be affected.
This is Christina Hall with the Detroit Free Press. Wayne County voters will see the Detroit Institute of Art's renewal millage on the March election ballot. The County Art Authority will allow the renewal of the 10-year 0.2 mil tax to appear on the ballot. That's 2 years before the Tri-County millage is set to expire. The Art Authority is the first of 3 county art authorities in Metro Detroit to decide whether to put the renewal question before voters. The Art Authority in Oakland County meets next week. The one in Macomb County meets in December. Voters approved the millage in 2012. At the time, museum officials said they would not seek a renewal. But times have changed. The museum helped get the city of Detroit out of bankruptcy by raising $100 million. Now, it's asking taxpayers with a home worth $150,000 to continue paying $15 a year. Tri-County residents get in for free. There are programs for seniors and students. If the renewal passes, these and other opportunities continue. If it doesn't, they may not.
I'm Susan Tompor, and I'm a columnist with the Detroit Free Press. The Black Friday deals are already out there, a few weeks before Thanksgiving. And so are the offers for 0% interest on some purchases, like big screen TVs. Consumers are being warned, though, that some deferred financing deals can come back to haunt you, much like those holiday pounds if you pack away too much pumpkin pie. Before you sign anything, make sure you read all the rules. In many cases, interest can be retroactive and billed from the date of purchase. That can happen if you have a late payment or when you don't pay the entire bill off by a set time. Then you could suddenly end up owing $40 or $50 in interest that you might never have expected to have to pay. Read all the fine print and avoid the holiday headaches.
This is Julie Hines from the Detroit Free Press. Detroit appears in several scenes in The Irishman, Martin Scorsese's epic drama focusing on mobsters and Teamsters union leader Jimmy Hoffa. But the real-life Motor City isn't actually seen in the movie that stars Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, Harvey Keitel, and Anna Paquin. Instead, the places where Hoffa lived from an early age, rose to power as a labor leader, and mysteriously disappeared in 1975 are played by sites in New York, the state where much of the filming took place. Shooting for the movie also happened in New Jersey, and a few scenes were done in Miami. The Irishman opens at theaters in Detroit on Friday as part of a limited release for the movie. It arrives on Netflix November 27th.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department and an update on the Lions. It's looking more and more like Matthew Stafford will miss another game on Sunday. The Lions quarterback, who reportedly has fractures in his back, did not practice on Wednesday. If he can't go, Jeff Driscoll will likely make a second straight start as the Lions host the Dallas Cowboys at Ford Field. But are the Lions looking at another option at QB? Head coach Matt Patricia confirmed on Wednesday that the team will be represented at the NFL-organized workout of Colin Kaepernick. The controversial quarterback has been out of the league for 2.5 seasons, in effect blackballed after his kneeling protests during the national anthem. Our Sean Windsor shares his thoughts on what this means for Kaepernick, the Lions, and the league at large, and you'll find that in today's Free Press.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Taylor Morris. Today marks National Pickle Day, and in Detroit, the owners of McClure's Pickles are sharing what they think makes the perfect pickle.
We bring in cucumbers year-round, fresh. A lot of picklers kind of salt them and brine them and hold on to them for a long time. We're all, like, every week we have a load of cucumbers coming in.
Brothers Bob and Joe McClure say freshness and simplicity are key above all. Have you ever wondered where the famous pickleback shot comes from? Well, the McClures might have had something to do with it. The whiskey and pickle juice drink originated when Bob McClure was living in New York City.
And a customer walked in and one day from like Texas or the South or something like that and said, "Hey, can I have a shot of whiskey and a shot of pickle juice? We drink this all the time." And the bartenders were like, "We've never heard of this. That sounds crazy and totally disgusting." And they were like, "Well, I'm not going to turn a customer down, so sure." And they gave him a shot of whiskey and pickle juice.
Eventually, the bartenders came up with the name Pickleback Shot.
But it was fun to be at the beginning of that and be, part of a trend that really kind of, took off, at first. And, we hope we can be, part of, a new frontier here very shortly.
McClure's Pickles can be purchased at Kroger, Meijer, Whole Foods, and Costco.
Do you like what you're hearing in our news briefing? Let us know, whether it's a question, comment, or something you just want to hear. You can share your opinion by emailing us at voice@freep.com. That's voice@freep.com. See you tomorrow.